Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central. And here's your host, Bob Hickey.
And welcome. This is Bob Hickey, and this is Foxborough Central. I am so glad that you took a little bit of time to join me and my guests as we talk about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough truly the gem of Norfolk County. And if it is spring in Foxborough, that means two things. One, the snow is just barely melted. And two, of course, it's time for Founders Day. And Founders Day means we get to talk again to our friends, Steve and Cindy Drew, and of course, my newest old friend, Monica Fizzler. Monica, Steve, Cindy, how are we doing today?
Good to see you, Bob.
Excellent.
It's good to be seen.
Thank you.
So once again, we gather around the table and we talk a little Founders Day, one of my favorite days all year long. And I'm gonna start at the end. I love the fireworks. Fireworks this year?
Fireworks this year.
Fireworks this year?
Absolutely, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Fireworks, of course, happen at the Booth Field
Right.
at the end of the night. It's gonna be a beautiful day, right? I saw the weather report. It looks really good.
The order is in. Good weather.
Good weather for the night. So for those of you who may be new to Foxborough or don't have all of your Foxborough lore together, Foxborough Founders Day celebrates the founding of our community, and it is on the Saturday closest to June 10th, right?
Yes.
See, I remember some things from year to year. I'm getting there. People should watch Foxborough Central. It's good stuff. So Monica Fizzler and Steve Drew and Cindy Drew, you are all three super duper volunteers who put this on every year. I'm so glad you took the time to join us again. I'm going to start with Cindy.
Excellent. Hi, Cindy.
Hey, Monica.
Cindy, why are we here? What are we doing this year?
Oh, Foxborough Founders Day is coming up, and it's like not even 2 weeks away. We're so excited. We got so much stuff going on. And
It's on June 13th.
June 13th, and we start our day off nice and bright and early, and we will start off with a parade.
And the parade is at 9:30?
Nope, the parade starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m., but everybody should be at their spots at 9:30
They
to
should
get
be
good
there a little bit
seats.
earlier.
That's
and
right.
the roads get shut down at 9:30. That's probably what you're thinking.
There you go.
So the parade starts at 10.
So let's talk about the parade. I love the parade. I always love a parade. And of course, along with the other volunteers of Foxborough Cable Access, I will be hosting parade coverage. So if you can't make it to the center of town to watch this great parade, join us here live streaming on Foxborough Cable Access on your favorite cable channel or streaming at www.fcatv.org.
And then we have the parade, and the parade starts up at the Central Street down by the Mobile, comes up, goes around the Rotary part of the way, down Mechanic Street to Railroad Ave, up Bird, around the Rotary again, and down South Street, and ending at the Booth Fields.
Please tell me there's going to be fire engines this year.
There's going to be at least a couple of fire engines this
I
year.
love the fire engines.
Yeah.
They make it so easy for me to announce the parade over the sound of the fire engine.
Fire engines. Well, yes, we have the police cars, we have the sheriff, we have the fire engines.
And for all you moms out there that think your kids are going to be scared by the sirens, they're not. They love it. They'll remember it, and then they'll bring their kids and torture them. So enjoy it. It's what America's all about. Parades, and fire engines, clowns, floats, bands. What's going on with the parade this year?
Well, you know, the best person to ask that question of, it would be Monica.
Why
because
is that?
Monica runs the parade.
Now, when you say she runs the parade, is that because she's paid a lot of money and she sits in her ivory tower and puts all these things together?
Exactly. She is
That's
paid
right.
a whole lot of love.
She's paid love because, as I've always said, Foxborough is built on the backs of its volunteers, and Foxborough Founders Day, which is our really landmark signature piece, is of course a volunteer effort, correct? It's not town sponsored, is it, Steve Drew?
It is not. It is all the time of everybody here and the rest of our committee who's not here tonight that donates their time and expertise to pull this thing together.
Well, let's start at the beginning of the day. Let's talk about the parade.
Let's
Monica,
talk about the parade.
how many years have you been doing this? It seems like a while.
I think I'm 6 years in now.
You're my good friend who about 15 minutes before it starts, you always send a message up the hill saying, we had a last minute change.
That's me. Move these people around. Or the night before, Bob, use this script. Bob, use this script.
If you see a clown car coming, it's not the Doolittle home, right?
Not this year.
And if you see a horse coming, it's not the selectman.
It's funny that you should say that. No, they're riding in on elephants this year.
In all honesty, it's a great day, and so many different groups come out. Of course, the parade starts off with the selectmen, who lead along with other elected town officials and state officials who come down. The Doolittle home is going to be in the parade this year with a float to celebrate their 100th year anniversary, which is a fantastic thing. They're such a key piece of our community. And the horse, of course, I reference. Many groups use them, but the JCs are near and dear to my heart. They usually come down, and Julie Grant brings her 4 hoofed friends and make sure that the parade is all a piece to be enjoyed, as well as down at the field activities, which we'll talk about later. And who else did I insult with that? The clown car.
The
Are we going to have any clown
car.
cars this year?
You never know.
You never know. So you'll just have
It'll
to
be a
come out and
surprise.
watch the parade. So Monica, tell us about the parade this year. What's the theme, first of all?
Music in the air.
Music in the air.
So-
Every year there's a great theme, and it's always cool the way the Founders Day ties in with something relevant but historical and with the town. So why music is in the air?
We collectively, as a group, sat and talked about we always talk about different ideas, and we try and come up with an idea that does fit the town. And with everything music-wise that's happened, the awards they've won and whatnot, we were like, this is a perfect opportunity to say thank you and to appreciate them for doing such a good job. The Foxborough High School Music Department, they've done an excellent job. So this is our way of saying thank you.
Of course,
as
so
well.
many different pieces, led by Steve Massey, and there's not an important event in town that doesn't happen without his signature being written all over it, either with the beginning of the Foxborough concert series on the Common.
That's right.
Always starts off with the Johnson Jazz Ensemble, and so many awards, and they are going to be marching front and center, I imagine.
They are. They always lead right after the fire trucks and police cars go.
And the selectmen.
And yes, the selectmen. Well, actually, the selectmen they walk behind the band.
Well, that's
with
how it starts off, but
banners.
who knows how it is when we get up to me.
You never know. We could change things
We
up,
could.
right?
We could.
You'll be last minute updating.
So last year's parade, and I'll go back to 2014, there were 4 divisions, so it's a nice
Correct.
long parade. So tell us about this year.
There will also be 4 divisions. We have several floats that have entered in for the contest that we have, where we pick three different themes. The best theme,
Most beautiful.
most beautiful, and
most
then
original.
right.
Nice.
So those 3, we have judges that are impartial that will be there watching
Are
the floats
they
go.
really impartial? Because I remember many years I was in that parade, and I didn't want any. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, hi.
wait
how
a
are we
minute,
doing?
wait a
Are we
minute.
live? I'm sorry. Hi. How are we doing?
So we have floats entered. We've got 4 divisions. We've got great bands that are coming. A lot of the bands that we have marching are repeat bands that the whole town loves to see come. So we're very excited that they're coming back. So it should be a good parade.
And part of the joy, I guess I'll say, of Founders Day is continuity from year to year. So you mentioned some of the bands that come back. I also just enjoy seeing the people and some of the people that we see growing up and now graduating, moving on. And one of the really cool things about Foxborough Founders Day, I don't know if everybody knows it, but if you go to their website at www.foxboroughfoundersday.com, and is that spelled the old way or the new way?
The good way.
The good way.
The long way.
The long way. UGG. Foxborough, UGH, foundersday.com. And you can go in there and you can actually click on pictures from past years. And it's great to take that little trip down memory lane. It's a pretty cool thing. So if you have a few minutes while you're hard at work, you can scroll into it and take a look and check out some of your friends, neighbors, kids you knew in school, and relive a little bit. But we're talking about this year's memories. So if we were to go into that website and we wanted to get a hold of you, is it too late to get a float or an act or a participation in the parade?
We do have some folks that miss the what we call the cutoff.
They just need to make sure they get in.
They need to get in touch
before
with us.
Pacella's dump truck.
Yes,
right.
that's yes, because he will have a banner on the back again
Saying,
this year, right?
Yeah.
That says thank you.
Thank you.
So no, they have to contact me, and we do everything we can to make sure everybody who wants to participate can participate. It's a town-wide event, so we don't want to leave anybody out.
And
So
they
we
can
do
get a
what we
hold of
can.
you by going to the website, www.foxboroughfoundersday.com. Click on the contacts link, and actually in there is the contact by activities. So
Correct.
if somebody wants to make a donation, they can do it directly through the website because it is a nonprofit organization and you are looking for donations. It doesn't cost nothing to put this event on. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
expense. You bring in some bands. You actually pay for some bands.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Almost all of the band's music is, with the exception, fortunately for us, of the Foxborough High School, is something that we have to pay for. You know, we're very fortunate that.
And with that, I suppose we can talk about what's going to happen after the parade. Although the parade is always great, there is more to the day. It's actually an entire day, and as you say, it's going to be great weather. So, Steve, who is in charge of the field? Because after the parade makes its way, as Cindy showed us, like that and then around the common, and then it goes to the field at the booth, and there will be a cornucopia of booths,
Yes,
events,
there will be. I keep checking the
activities?
webpage to find out who's responsible for this nightmare, and my name keeps popping up. I guess I haven't been fired yet.
Well, you made eye contact with the town, and there you go. So,
I keep trying.
so tell us about it. What's going on in the field this year?
Well, we've got a lot of applications. We've got a few newcomers that, along with a lot of the repeat offenders that like to join us every year. But one thing I do want to point out that, there you go.
Did you
yeah,
hear that?
Yeah.
I
What
heard
was
that.
that?
It sounded like a cow.
A cow. What could there be with a cow?
There's going to be one on the field this year.
Get out.
Yet again, doing the cow chip
didn't know
or
that.
meadow muffin derby.
The Meadow Muffin Derby. Cow chip bingo.
Exactly.
In other words, plop till it drops.
There you go. Yeah, we'll have Bessie out there or whoever the cow happens to be of the day. Daisy, I guess it is this year.
As long as he's not Bob.
Well, you know, there is an opportunity for you here, Bob.
I do not need
If
sponsorship.
you feel up to the challenge.
Unless you put an FCA banner over its back to promote Foxborough Central
You know,
with your host, Bob Hickey.
We could raise a lot of money doing this,
We
Bob.
could
So
probably do a lot of
deeds.
things with that, yes.
We do have our deeds are for sale.
Well, let me
for
take
the-
a look at these deeds. If I were to buy a deed, how much would I be laying down for money?
You'd be laying down $10.
I'd be laying down $10, which is exactly what our yellow sign over there says. So for $10, what do I get?
You get a chance to win 500.
Okay, do I get to choose the spot or is it all random?
Well, it is going to be random based on the deeds have all been printed up for the different squares that we're going to have, and just so we're not doing them in a particular order, they have been shuffled.
So
Jump in if you-
everybody gets an even chance.
If you were specific about a number between 1 and 30, and you really wanted it, we might be able to find it
There's
for you.
only 30 spots.
There's 30 by 30. There's 900 spots.
900 spots, there you go. So the issue here is where and when will Bessie leave her mark?
That's
We'll
the
get back
unanswered
to you later on
question
this.
every year.
But I want you to think about this. For only $10, you too can share in the fun, the mystery, the excitement. So let's talk more about the field.
Well, the field, I always like to remind everybody what the field events were established for. And this is, I believe, our 28th year, is it? I believe it's 28 years. And the group that put this together established the Founders Day field events as the opportunity, or an opportunity, to support the nonprofit organizations that support the residents of Foxborough. So it was drawn right up into the bylaws, and we adhere to that to this day. So everybody on the field is either directly related to the town of Foxborough, whether it be the high school or one of the town offices or something of that nature, or a nonprofit organization themselves. So as part of this process leading up to Founders Day, with all the applications coming in, we need to make sure that we only have folks that meet that criteria down on the field, so they're not competing with the for-profits. It
Yep.
makes this day very special and unique in very many ways. I don't know of another town that does a day like this.
And you know, part of that also is just having the confidence as people in town. Also, we bring our friends in, people hold reunions, people have get-togethers, and knowing that this is the intent of the day makes it a lot easier to bring a little money and spend it, because it's all going to good causes right here in the community. So
Right
at the
back
beginning
to
of the
the needs,
program,
absolutely.
Foxborough is built on the shoulders of volunteers. Well, this is how most of the volunteer groups make a significant chunk of their budget every year. And so it's important that people come down and enjoy the day.
And certainly, we talk about the volunteers that are involved in putting the day, bringing the day together, but you got to look at the crowd that's there under the booths and tents and all the rest of that, and they're all volunteers too. You know, it's
And that's what makes it such a great day, because
Oh,
the dynamic
absolutely.
and the energy and just knowing that everybody's there for the same common cause
Right.
to enjoy Foxborough.
and have fun and listen to some good music, have some good food, socialize. It's a great day. It always is.
So people who may not have the internet to go onto www.foxboroughfoundersday.com, is there another way that they get a hold of people for information?
Well, they can stop in at Cindy's Diamond Jewelry Gallery and see Cindy. And she
And
has
that's, of course, right next door to us here, Foxborough Cable Access in beautiful downtown Foxborough
at 40 Central Street,
at
correct?
40 Central Street.
Yep.
So Cindy, owner and purveyor of Cindy's,
Diamond and Jewelry Gallery.
yes, and also for those of you who are fans of Foxborough Central, our organic chef along with her husband Steve. Tell us about what we could do if we came into your shop. Could we maybe buy something Founders Day related? Hint,
Well,
hint.
yes, as a matter of fact, Bob, you can. Number one,
What could we buy, Cindy?
you can buy a cow chip bingo deed.
That would be one of these nice blue
Yes,
deeds. So
yes.
people can come into
Or
your
two
store
or
and
three,
buy one of these.
Or several. You
And
buy
they're only
one for every
$10
family
each.
member. They're only $10 each.
They make great gifts.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Not stocking stuffers, but maybe graduation gifts for that certain special someone
Can
who's.
you imagine just winning $500 for, little Bessie pooping in your
And
square?
of course, the graduate would put it all towards their college education.
Of course.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I
No
tell you.
puns here, Bob.
awesome.
Don't install any.
And another thing that you can buy at Cindy's Diamond and Jewelry Gallery, Steve will hold up this beautiful T-shirt that we have.
Wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is
Nice.
very attractive this year. And that is
Yeah.
the Founders Day shirt this year?
Yeah, these are the Founders Day shirts.
Okay, so if, could you hold that back up, Steve?
Certainly
And
can.
I'm not blowing smoke, but that is really attractive. That is an amazingly nice shirt.
Yeah, and we
It
have them
doesn't
in
say
all
Founders Day,
sizes.
it's just
Yep.
a nice shirt. Well, congratulations, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
So how did we come up with that design?
I love it. I think that entering Foxborough sign is like one of my favorite things.
It is,
Every time
absolutely.
I drive into town, it's like the first thing I see, and I adore it. So, we decided as a committee that we would use that,
And it's a nice riff on the Foxborough Warriors colors, but not quite. It's
Right.
more Boston Strongish, I guess.
exactly, exactly.
What a strong shirt. I like that. So, I guess now you'll have to stand in line at Cindy's Jewelry and Diamond Emporium.
Well, you can call it that if you'd like to,
Not quite what it says on the sign.
or you can call it Cindy's Diamond and Jewelry Gallery.
I've known her for 60 years and she's only been alive 29, and I will never get the name of the store right. I apologize to you and to Foxborough. You know where Cindy's Jewelry is, just go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a beautiful shirt. And when you go there, you can also buy a deed for,
Or several.
or multiple deeds, or
yes,
multiple t-shirts.
Or multiple T-shirts.
And how much are we selling those for?
The T-shirts are $15.
Very nice, and it's going to a good cause because the Foxborough Founders Day
Yep.
Committee is a nonprofit organization, correct?
Exactly.
Every penny goes back into the day that we raise, and the whole day is supported on the donations of the community and the efforts of some of these T-shirts and deeds. And
Now, I would love to talk about, if we could for a minute, some of the musical guests because I love the music of Founders Day. And not only in the parade, but also on the field, there are acts. Are there going to be any this year? No pressure if there aren't. I certainly understand. We as a community would be a little disappointed, but
well, what I will tell you is that I am still working on defining the absolute schedule at this point. But
there will be music.
There will be music.
There will be food.
There will be food.
There will be sunshine.
There will be. I hope there'll be sunshine.
Wait a
There will
second.
be sunshine.
And there's a
Absolutely.
field.
And there's a field. Good.
And a cow.
You have to have
And
the
a cow.
field.
You have to have a cow.
Foxborough High School is going to be involved. A couple of the different groups from the high school are going to be involved
Oh,
throughout
fantastic.
the music in the day. And the Bay State Stompers are going to be joining us during the day down there as well.
We all love them.
And Foxborough Regional Charter School is going to be involved also.
Really?
Yep, they've got a choir down there that they're going to be entertaining a little bit down there as well.
Most impressive. Another voice heard from, so to
We've
speak.
got the Foxborough midget football cheerleaders are going to be doing some cheers for us.
Excellent.
And
And of course, at 2 o'clock, there is everybody's favorite, the doll carriage parade.
1 o'clock, Bob.
At 1 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock, you're late.
At 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, for 1 hour, there will be the doll carriage parade at the tennis courts. And I am particularly pleased to announce this one because, once again, I have been asked to announce the Mr. or Miss Doll Carriage winner, and that is a very exciting time. So
we go.
in everything else that's going on during the day, come on out at 1 o'clock for the doll carriage or wagon parade and decorate it up nicely and show your stuff.
Foxborough Fire Department is also.
But I'd
gonna
like
be
to
down
talk
there.
about the doll carriage and wagon parade again. Because,
It's your show, Bob.
and if you want to enter, of course, you can go to their website, www.foxborough spelled the old way, UGH, the correct way, .com, and click on the link for the doll carriage parade, and you can enter. And what were you going to say before I so rudely interrupted you?
I don't know, Bob. I
To
forgot.
talk about the
Fire department.
doll
Foxborough
carriage
Fire
parade.
Department.
The
Yeah,
yes.
right. They're going to be down there with us again.
Okay, because every year they do something really cool. They'll use the jaws of life. What are they doing this year?
Actually, they're not going to have a car this year. They are
No.
going to do one of the demonstrations for the house burns. I believe they're going to do the two rooms, and one with a sprinkler system, one without, or sprinkler head. Just so everybody gets to see that they do save lives. I mean,
It's a very powerful demonstration, and in all seriousness, it's a good lesson. And what better way to be there with your parents as you watch this inferno go up and then learn a little bit about how quickly fire can spread. So credit to our fire department for coming out and being part of the day.
right, and they're going to have not only some of the Foxborough trucks, but some of the out-of-towners as well come down. They'll have the touch-a truck up the top of the hill for the morning
Everybody
part
loves
of the day
touch a
anyway.
truck.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Everybody loves touch a truck.
So the kids can get up and close and personal with some of the fire apparatus, and let's see, what else do we have throughout the day?
Well, there's food.
There's lots of food.
There's
What's
more
your
food.
favorite?
All.
All.
Well, of course, the strawberry shortcake
Of course.
is a big winner.
I don't remember. Yes, they're coming. This
They're coming. He
year. Of
almost
course
had
they're
us.
coming.
But of course, I'll probably be flipping a few burgers in the JC's tent. I'm sure the Rotary
Excellent.
will be there. I'm sure that all the different groups that come out, including the different high school groups that sell candy and whatnot, will be out there doing their thing. Anybody special you know of this year coming out with something really cool?
If it's special, why would I let it out now, right?
Because we want people to come down to Foxborough Founders
all-
Day 2015 on June 10th. It's a Saturday, and it's not going to rain, I promise. Well, he promises. And it starts at the parade at 10 o'clock, so get your seat at 9:30.
That's right. Come
That's
early.
right. I like when she pipes in like that.
And
This
Bob, they're all special.
they are, well, you know what? They are.
Yes, yes, they are. Everybody that comes out is special.
Not everybody gets me speechless, but Steve has that ability. So we're going to have the field activities, and they usually go on till about 2 to 4, somewhere around there. And then there's going to be music, I imagine, throughout the time. And then starting at dusk, that's when people gather back up for fireworks.
Right. And leading up to that, we'll have the Galley Dogs performing again.
Love the Galley Dogs with Gordon Wilhelm on drums,
Absolutely.
George Butler on the harmonica.
Yep, you got it. So they volunteered to come back again this year with
Love
us.
having them.
We're
Great music.
Happy to have them.
Old-time classic rock.
Weather permitting, we're going to have the tethered hot air balloon rides going down. We tried it a couple of years ago. The breeze kicked up a little bit too much, but with perfect weather this year.
Well, I saw Kathy Brady's little truck start to go off into the distance. So
We're not in Toto
it
anymore?
was
In
probably
Kansas anymore?
It was probably a good idea. Too.
You know what's really funny about that? He missed it.
He
I
missed
did,
it.
yeah.
He missed the whole thing as we're floating away.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that the funny thing that you think about year after year with Founders Day is you don't really realize the memories that are made. But I distinctly remember that, and I remember, oh, that doesn't look quite right.
Run your cell phone video this year. We might have another Kodak moment.
I'm sure we won't because it's very safe and it's a good fundraiser, and that would be nothing more fun than to go up on a hot air balloon. So that sounds pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
What else is going on? Are there going to be bouncy houses, stuff for the kids to do? I know
Absolutely.
the Scouts will be out there with all their activities, and I think the JCs will be out there with their horse rides and their activities. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Well, the only
Stay
way to find
tuned.
out is for you to
Right.
show
That's
up on the
right.
field. There's no other way. Are there any other promises that you'd like me to make that you're going to turn around and say I'm making bad promises?
I've got one.
What's that?
We're going to announce the winners of the parade, and we're telling people ahead of time that they'll be announced at 12:30, right before the doll carriage parade. So those who have a float in the parade, come on down to center stage at around 12:30, and we'll be announcing the winners.
Beautiful, beautiful. And of course, the bullpen will be open. There'll be a lot of food, a lot of fun, a lot of activity, and
Gotcha, bingo.
one more chance to buy your deed for Cow Chip Bingo. Now, say somebody can't make it down to Central Street because downtown Foxborough is such a crowded affair. how else could they get their Cow Chip Bingo fundraiser deed?
If they don't get them before Founders Day, on Founders Day at the Foxborough Founders Day tent, we will be selling them there and also over by the cow grid.
The Cow Grid.
The cow grid.
That's a very technical term, lady.
Well, you know,
I don't think I've got the education to be able to handle that type
the
of
Meadow
information.
Muffin Derby grid.
The grid. All right, well, if you'd like to get your own spot in the grid, buy a little piece of real estate, and have your own deed, you too should go down to Cindy's jewelry
Diamond
shop.
and Jewelry Gallery.
Thank you very much. And buy your deed, or you can get it day of at the Foxborough Founders Day tent. So much excitement, so much fun, and so much that is Foxborough with Foxborough Founders Day. I'm going to give each of you the last word, and we'll start off with my friend Monica.
I'm hoping for a great day. Thank you for every participant that's going to be there, every spectator, and it's going to be a
And you know who I can't wait to see
fantastic day.
down there? Not
Me.
Not only your wonderful husband Dave, who is not only a longtime JC friend, volunteer of Foxborough Founders Day, but also father to her beautiful daughter,
Oh, yes.
Emma. And Emma, I hope you're watching and having a great time. Mommy's doing all
Hi,
right.
Emma.
Hey, Emma. And Steve, what do you have to say for us?
Come on down. We're going to have another great day on the field. Lots of food, lots of fun, lots of music, just lots of good memories. It's all coming together nicely.
New memories yet to be made and
You
long
got
to be
it.
enjoyed.
Right.
Cindy, save the best for last.
Take it in, participate, enjoy, and come down for the fireworks. Sit back and relax and watch the splendor.
Couldn't have said any better myself. And if you'd like to volunteer with Foxborough Founders Day, they're always looking for new blood, fresh blood, people who want to come and make a difference and be part of their community. You can also volunteer by going onto their website, www.foxboroughfoundersday.com, spelled the UGH way, the correct way. Or you can stop in, find any of the wonderful volunteers. They're wearing these pretty yellow shirts, which are quite the fashion plate, I must say. If you don't see them before the day, you can, of course, see them on the day of. And we'll, of course, see you there on Founders Day, which is June 13th this year. It's a Saturday. An all-day affair. Make plans to spend the day. And, of course, Foxborough Founders Day is made up of wonderful volunteers, but they can't beat the volunteers I have at Foxborough Cable Access, including Deb Storrs and Betty Travers behind the camera, Paul Beck behind the glass, Gary Nash, who wishes he was here, and Michael Weber, who puts up with all of us, along with Lauren Bitar, who puts us on the air. On behalf of all those people, I'm Bob Hickey, your host, wishing you a wonderful day, and I'll see you at Founders Day. Take care, everybody.